Greetings, friends. Arcanon Poros. I changed my mind about this house, and I will be deleting it and starting over. So I wanted to show it to y'all before I do that. Not clickbait. It will be a slow video, and I'm slightly sick, so bear with me. My initial idea was to create a few different districts for all my alts, but I ran out of decor limit before I even finished the Draenei one. So this will be a tour of the apartment building that I made for my Draenei, as well as a showcase of some of my alts and what they like to do. I used a lot of windows to improvise different apartments, and a carpet to make it look like open air. And while I'm happy with how some things turned out, I should have done it differently in retrospect, so it has to go and I'm starting over. So join me in saying goodbye. I tried to make the entryway look like a little outdoor park. Arator was gonna sell fruit. It was gonna lead to 3 different apartment buildings, one with Draenei aesthetics, one human, and one night elf. They were also gonna have rooms for dwarves, gnomes, and all the other alliance races. But I obviously hit decor limit before I even finished the Draenei one, so I scrapped that idea and only focused on this. You can see the doors leading to different mini houses, and I used a lot of light beams to create an outdoorsy feeling to the hallways. Here's the first house we're going to visit. Whoosh. It's a loft where my paladin and shaman were going to live and share the house together, but have their own space too. They have a common kitchen and small living/dining room. I turned this side of the house into a loft where my shaman can live comfortably. The bottom part is where her bed is, and she shares it with this obviously hilarious raptor. I used the duskwood fence as stairs, where we can see the top of her workspace that overlooks the kitchen. And here she is, just doing whatever shamans do. We see 2 doors down this small hallway, and one of them leads to a bathroom that has all the basics. Next to it is the room where my paladin resides. As a typical Draenei paladin, she's devoted to the light, so I tried to capture that feeling in her small room. I used a mix of purple and gold, as well as some important paladin artifacts. If I had more limit, I would have added more things to this room, but it did turn out pretty decent considering how much I had to limit myself in decorating this. I covered the Valajar sword with a little naru, creating the perfect place for her daily prayer. Seek the path of the light. And with that, we close the door to that house. On to the next one, which is right across the street. This home belongs to my monk, my hunter, and her pet. I used bunk beds instead of separate rooms, and didn't include typical class furniture as I wanted the mini houses to feel like anyone could rent them. But I did include a little bed for her Talbuk, and here he is enjoying a meal prepared with lots of love, while my monk takes the opportunity to meditate and ignore them. There is a bathroom behind the curtain, and it's nothing special, just the basics. I used the duskwood fence as a ladder once again, and it works great. I really try to make sure that my mini homes have everything. And when we leave this house, we can see a staircase leading to the upper floor of this apartment complex, where we have 2 more homes. We can also see the little park from here. This house belongs to just my mage, but it can easily fit 2 people if one wants to take the couch or replace it with a pull-out. And it's hard to maintain a house by yourself, unless you have magic. Once again, we have stairs leading to the bedroom, where she can focus on her studies as a portal preserver. Playing Valheim cursed me with making sure that every home has at least a kitchen and a fireplace, and The Sims cursed me in giving everyone a bathroom. Once we exited, we can see that there is another door leading to this communal balcony, where you can see the park and sky. I used rocks for clouds and carpets for the sky and the sun. The balcony has access from both houses, so let's visit the next one. This is where my warrior lives by herself. She's a crystal smith, so she needs plenty of space for her workshop. In my headcanon, most of my Draenei alts are sisters, and she provides them with weapons or shields made from pure Draenic crystals. She's also a Lightforge now, and loves her craft and is very skilled at making weapons. She has to research the best plans first, of course. Once again, here is the door that leads to the balcony, and the stairs lead to her mini living space. She has her own bed, living room, and kitchen. And yes, even mighty warriors have to do their own dishes. So guess what's behind the bookcase? That's right, another bathroom. Has to be done. And mighty warriors also have a favorite Alec plushie. Outside the entrance of the house is a staircase leading to the final floor of this apartment building. And as my main, Sam gets the biggest apartment. She's always been a tailor, so I wanted to build her a corner that reflects that. But, of course, I had to include everything else a home needs, just like all the other apartments. Here she is, getting ready to make another Alec plushie. As you might have noticed by now, the entire complex is fueled by arcane energy flowing through all the pipes that are interconnected and provide them all with whatever Draenei use it for. Look, it's pink, okay? I made her a cozy little bedroom that she shares with her Fae daughter, Poppy. She has her own bed and loves stories. I also really enjoy making kitchens in WoW, and the dyes really help make everything match and look beautiful. She also really enjoys looking out the big window and sketching the skyline. Finally, you guessed it, the bathroom. I used a small room to make a spacious bathroom, but this is where I absolutely hit the decor limit, so it kind of feels really empty. I had to fill in the space with somewhat random things, but I do like this little toilet. I also improvised this window, but you can tell it's last minute. Ugh. But it wouldn't be my kind of bathroom without a vanity, and I really wish we had makeup for all races. And finally, it's time to relax and take a warm bath before I have to do this all over again. So thank you so much for watching. There is nothing left to show, so you can click away now or stay and chat. As I said, I initially wanted my house to be a big apartment complex for all my alliance races. But with the current limit, that is basically impossible. As you can guess, most of the budget was spent on all the custom walls and floors, so doing that 3 separate times is just really not doable with the current level and limit. I have been spending more time in beta, and I will have a video showcasing all the changes to housing on there, and what you can look forward to in Midnight. But for now, my plan is to start this house all over again, and this time completely dedicated to the Draenei style. I've been using my Horde house for random rooms for my alts, and that's a good compromise for now. I'd like to thank you all so much for the interest and comments in my previous video. I have a combined total of maybe 10k hours across games like Valheim and The Sims, so I have a lot of experience in building things, and my plans include making tutorials for WoW housing just like I do for Valheim and The Sims, and basically creating things out of other things, if that makes sense. It's my absolute favorite thing to do. I'd like to thank my friend SiegeMaker for helping me with the smooth camera macros. Go check him out, he does amazing WoW content. Also, thanks to Narcissus for being my absolute favorite add-on. Its creator is like an add-on wizard. Check out Plumber too, it really helps with housing. And thanks to my guildie Ursina for coming to my house so I can target him and make my characters' heads move the way I want them to. Okay, I'm obviously losing my voice, so I'll stop blabbing now. Have a great winter, everyone, and I will see you in Azeroth.